The 2017 season is going to open here for the New York Giants and the Albuquerque Vipers in Giant Stadium, just east of New York City in New Jersey here. It's the New York Giants and the Albuquerque Vipers. Albuquerque looking to defend their title, while New York looking to build off of a solid season. D. Stevens, one of the best running backs in the league, he's looking to continue that success. John Wade going into his third season now as a New York Giant, the former Dallas Cowboy there, is their leading receiver. They got some solid tight ends on this squad, and their offensive line, on paper at least, looks to be pretty solid. Defensively, they have the best defensive line in the league, and it's not even close. Watkins is on one side there, and he's been just a big-time player since a day one coming out of the draft, the former top pick. Former Albuquerque Viper Eugene Thomas is starting at left outside linebacker for this squad. He was kind of buried in the depth chart for them a season ago, but he's risen all the way to a starting role now. Jared Knight, their slot cornerback, is another former Albuquerque Viper on this squad. He's been there for a while. They have the former Packer Nick Collins at free safety, Chris Oldham, the former New York Jet, now with the Giants. Then you have Isaac Wolford, a rookie kicker, and their punter is McDaniel. So here we are kicking off season 12. Koch to boot this one away in the end zone, and Mitchell's just going to take a knee. New York gets this one at the 20-yard line. D. Stevens, first play from scrimmage. He's going to get taken down for a gain of just 2 yards. Second down and 8, they're going to give it to him on the draw play, and he's not going to pick up anything there. Early third down for New York. This is going to be ruled a fumble, looking for a screen for Stevens. He couldn't get it. Ultimately, he does jump on top of the fumble. Big loss in the play, and they're going to go 3 and out to open up the season. And our very first play is going to be pushed back due to a delay of game penalty. Here's a draw. Jake Gordon going up the middle here, and he picks up most of that lost yardage. Give it to him again. He takes that one to the right side, ruled just shy of the markers, and now we have our first injury of the season from either one of these teams. Chris Oldham a little shaken up on the play. 3rd and 1, handoff goes to Gordon, trying to take it to the outside. He's going to be denied, and both teams open up the season with a 3 and out. Oldham suffering a dislocated finger. He will return to the ball game shortly. McGuire looking to throw. The pressure forces the incompletion. McGuire dropping back to pass again, and once again just under a ton of duress there. Early third down for New York again, off of the play fake. McGuire letting that one fly to the right side. Jimmy Diaz breaks out of the tackle. It gets across the 40-yard line, and now after his first reception of the season is slow to get up, and he's going to make his way to the sidelines. He suffered a torn pectoral and is going to be out for the next 4 weeks. McGuire steps up into the pocket, gets that one out to Graham, and that's going to pick up about 8 yards. Play fake, firing that one downfield. John Wade across the 25-yard line, and they're cooking good in our territory now. D. Stevens taking this one on a run to the right side, making some moves, falling forward and moving the chains. No, not quite. They're not going to give it to him. It's 3rd and inches. They want to throw for this. Now McGuire going to the end zone, wide open. John Wade scores the first points for New York this season, and I don't know if that was just a busted coverage or a bad play call on defense, but we're down early. Off of the play fake, cross the throw for the first time this season. The back-to-back MVP. Can he win his 3rd MVP in a row, becoming the 2nd player to do that ever? Brett Favre, of course, the only player to have done it in NFL history. There's a handoff to Ryan Franks. The second-year running back picks up a solid gain. Now we're going to connect with Gordon in the flat, taking that one upfield down the right sideline, picking up the first down, and now Marcus Crockett is a little shaken up for New York. Into their territory. Now Ryan Franks, who had a great preseason, takes that right up the middle, picking up 7 yards. On second down, we come out in the offset I formation. Jake Gordon with the handoff. He falls forward, and do they give him the first down? No, not quite. 3rd and inches, Cross looking to throw for it. He's got his tight end in the flat there. Trey Francis takes that upfield out to the 25-yard line, and this isn't good to see. Francis limping off of the field, and he's going to have to check out of the game as we enter the second quarter. Cross floating this one to the right side, up top for Jimmy Andrews. Touchdown Albuquerque Vipers, right over the former Viper Eugene Thomas. He is not great in coverage. We know that, and we take advantage of it. John Wade with a reception to start off this New York drive here, this next drive. He's going to pick up a first down. Now going downfield, great play made there by Maurice Sanders to break that pass up. Aaron Orlando had a step on him. Handoff goes to D. Stevens, gets away from the initial contact, and he's got 5 more yards there. Looking for the conversion on third down. Intercepted on the play. John Kelly looking for a return. He's still on his feet, fighting for every yard he can get. And for a second there, I thought he might have just broken out of that entire pile and take it back for 6. Instead, he does get us some great field position, as now second string tight end Ty Perkins is shaken up for the Giants. Cross moving to his left, firing back across his body over the field. Trey Francis right back into the game. That's great to see as he picks up the first down. Franks with a handoff to the right side, and that looks like it's going to be about 7 or 8 yards on the carry. On second down, we're going to give it to Rob Matthews, and his first carry as a Viper gets blown up in the backfield, as we also get an update on Ty Perkins. The tight end will return to the game shortly. Cross looking to the left side here, looking for Larry Fitzgerald. Incomplete pass, Jared Knight on the coverage, and that's going to force a Brian Koch field goal. His first attempt on the season is up and good. We've got our first lead. McGuire looking to throw on third down, going to the right side, and it's going to be caught by Joel Taylor on the right sideline. Great play there by New York to get a big-time conversion. Into our territory again, play fake. McGuire threads the needle to John Wade out at the 30-yard line. I have no idea how they were able to connect on that pass, and now McGuire, he got shaken up as he let that pass go. He's going to have to check out of the game, meaning Grant Baker is in at quarterback for New York. He hands off to Stevens, who picks up 8 yards. Now a play fake, intercepted. Darren Gordon with the pick, looking for a big return. He's going to get caught from behind, but he gets all the way out to the 34-yard line. Another interception going our way. Back-to-back drives where the defense comes up big, and it's going to look like it's going to be Grant Baker for the rest of this game. Omar McGuire out for at least this one and possibly next week, as downfield, Von Lewis has the reception, breaking away from the defense. A couple of tackles are missed. Eugene Thomas, the one who drags him down there, but yeah, if he just has a little bit more speed, he could be gone. And then Jimmy Andrews with a bad drop right before the 2-minute warning there. Third down and 11. Cross wants to throw for it, moving to his left, stopping and firing downfield. Larry Fitzgerald inside of the 5, but bringing on back. Joey Hand got caught holding. Third down, going to the left side. Caught! Jimmy Andrews making up for the drop. He's got it inside of the 10-yard line now. Goal to go. Ryan Franks, toss blade to the right. He picks up about 2. Second down, Cross wants to throw for this one, going to the left side, and it's broken up, looking for Fitz. Third down and goal, Cross again wants to throw for it. Hit easy, lets it go, Ward with the catch, and that's going to be ruled a touchdown. Apparently the ball crosses the plane at the last second there. I'm not too sure about that, but I'm going to take it, and we're going to have a 10-point lead at halftime. New York is going to be kicking this one off to open up the second half of play as we take a quick look at the first half numbers. Harold White is the new return man for the Vipers. He's going to take this one just out of the end zone here, taking this one to the right side. He's got some nice blocking and gets taken down by Knight just shy of the 30. Handoff to Gordon to start off the third quarter of play. Football's on the ground. Luckily, we do jump on top of it there. Gordon struggled with a lot of fumbles in his career so far, especially last season, and he is his first of the 2017 season now. Cross on the move, firing that one downfield. A dangerous play intended for Jimmy Andrews, but by the time the ball got there, so did a couple of defenders. Third down, Cross rolling to his right, wide open. He's got his running back, Jake Gordon, down the right sideline, pushed out of bounds, but not until he gets well into Giants territory. Handoff to Franks. Now he's going to take this one to the right side, trying to follow his blockers, but Ron White didn't really do his job there. Nonetheless, he still gets a first down. Play fake, Cross, wide open. Trey Francis touchdown. That same play scored us a touchdown back in the Super Bowl, and it worked even better in this one. I don't know how the tight end managed to get that wide open, but I'm going to take it, and New York in a little bit of trouble now as they're down by 17. Nice run there by Stevens, picking up a gain of 4. They can still afford to run the football. There's still a decent amount of time left on the clock, but firing it downfield to someone like Aaron Orlando is a great play as well, although they may be a little shy to be firing it downfield, especially with the backup quarterback, but his last 2 passes have gone for first downs. Off of the play fake, throwing it again, and that could have been John Kelly's second interception of the game. Instead, they still have the football, and another dangerous play there as he was testing that left side. Third down, throwing the screen. It's going to get blown up there, incomplete, and they're going to have to punt this football away from their 43-yard line, or from our 43-yard line, actually. Close to scoring, but not quite. Right up the middle, it's Gordon. He picks up about 6 yards. Now to throw for it. Cross has got time, and he's looking to run for the first time today. First down yardage there. We did see in the offseason his speed did regress a little bit, but nonetheless, he is still one of the fastest quarterbacks in the NFL. Larry Fitzgerald now with a big-time completion down the left sideline, caught from behind, and we also saw that Larry Fitzgerald's speed took a big hit as well, down to about 76. Cross to throw this one to the right side. Great adjustment made there by Von Lewis, picking up 8 yards. Gordon going right up the middle. He doesn't pick up a lot there, but it is enough for the first down. Cross under some pressure now, flush to his left, and he's going to take this one himself and slide down at the 10. Second down and 6, less than a minute to go in the quarter. Cross rolling to his right, under some pressure, firing it at the last second. Touchdown! Charles Phillips, his first catch of the year, goes for 6, and things are really getting out of control now for New York. Handoff to D. Stevens, makes the first man miss, gets into some open space, and he has himself a first down. New York needing a bunch of chunk plays like that, and now we have our first injured Viper of the season. Lamar James has to check out of the game. D. Stevens spun around, and he picks up about 5 or 6 yards on the play. That's going to take us to the end of the quarter. As we get an update on Lamar James, he will return to the game shortly. Grant looking to throw on this play, trying to lead a fourth quarter comeback. Nice connection there with D. Stevens to move the sticks. Handoff to Stevens. Now he's going to take that one to the left side, following some nice blockers, and he's got himself another first down. Stevens second in rushing a season ago, and he's looking to continue that success. Grant is going to be taken down on the play. Bernard Bailey has the first Viper sack of the year. Second down and 15. Baker's going down again. Darrell Fannin, he had 17 sacks in the regular season last year. There's number 1 in 2017. Throwing that one to the left side. Baker connecting with Graham, and that's going to pick up some solid yardage, but not enough for the first down. Offense remains on the field on 4th and 8. They kind of need this one here. Pass to the right side. Caught John Wade, keeping this drive alive and New York's hopes of a comeback. Baker throwing that one to the right side. Great job there by Gordon to break that pass up. Third down, Baker's going to throw that one to the end zone. Touchdown! John Wade, his second of the game, and one of the bright spots for New York today. That's going to put him exactly on 100 yards on 6 receptions and 2 touchdowns. Now going for 2. Nice throw over the middle to Donald Graham, and that's going to make this a 16-point game. Cross stepping up into the pocket, and that is a bad drop there by Larry Fitzgerald. If we get that, we can continue to run this clock down. Instead, we're faced with a third down. Cross wants to run for this now, and he will. Fighting for every yard he can get, but he's not going to get there. And Marcus Crockett is shaken up again. We ended up punting the football away, so New York looking for a comeback, but we send Sanders on the cornerback blitz, and he gets there. Loss of 5 on the play. Baker throwing that one to the left side. Caught by Ty Perkins, and are they going to give him first down yardage? Yes, they will. Baker looking to throw over the middle, intercepted. Kelly with his second of the game, and that should pretty much put a seal on this one. There's still 4 minutes left to go, but we're just going to look to run down the rest of that clock on this drive. Handoff to Gordon. Again, he takes that one right up the middle, picking up the first down as DeJon Beasley is in now for Orlando Cross, and no need to risk an injury. As we do get an update on Crockett, he's going to be out for the next few weeks. Another handoff for Matthews, and he's going backwards again. Beasley looking to throw for the first time. Great connection with Jimmy Andrews over the middle. That puts us inside of 2 minutes. Frank's taking this one to the right side. Tries pulling a spin move. It doesn't work. He's going to be a yard shy of the sticks. If we pick up this third down conversion, we can just kneel the clock out, and we've got it. Victory formation for your defending Super Bowl champion Albuquerque Vipers. 31-15 is the final score here, and that's the way we like to see it come out and defend our title against a pretty good opponent in the New York Giants, although it doesn't help them at all that they did lose their quarterback for a good chunk of this game. McGuire is one of the better quarterbacks in football. But Orlando Cross is the best quarterback in the league still. He only threw the ball 18 times. He had 13 completions, but well over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. The ground attack was pretty split between Gordon and Franks, and they combined for over 80 yards, actually over 90 yards there on 22 carries. No rushing touchdowns, though. Cross had all those. 1 to Jimmy Andrews, 1 to Trey Francis, 1 to Charles Phillips as well. Gordon had some nice receptions in this game, and then Jamarcus Ward with that kind of odd 4-yard score, but I'll take take it. Larry Fitzgerald, 1 catch for 43 yards. The offensive line played great. Cross wasn't sacked once at all today. Keaton Hill, he had himself a tackle for loss. We had 3 of those today, as well as 3 sacks. Our defensive tackles still doing great things. John Kelly with 2 huge interceptions. Gordon with 1 as well. Looking at the other games this week, Thursday Night Football, the season opened up with the Dolphins hosting the Patriots, who still struggle when they go down to Miami. They give up 20 points in the first quarter, and Miami only needed to score 6 more points left throughout the rest of that game, as New England just couldn't come back. The Colts didn't even play great in this game, and they still beat Baltimore by 22 interceptions for Aaron Rodgers. He was held under 200 yards, but Reggie Bush on 28 carries, a $153, 2 rushing touchdowns. Indianapolis, they're still a super team, and they're still looking for that Super Bowl. The Redskins choked a 13-point lead at halftime to the Arizona Cardinals. Now, Rocky Brandon in his second season, is he going to be that guy for Arizona? Not a bunch of flashy stats here, but a big win against a great opponent. The Buffalo Bills and New Orleans Saints played the game of the week. The Saints ended up winning on a walk-off field goal with 6 seconds left to go, 34-31. 3 touchdowns from Brock Flowers, but 2 costly interceptions. The Saints played all 3 quarterbacks in this game due to some injuries, still able to walk away with the victory though. And finally, inside our division, the Seahawks got a huge win over San Francisco, who scored first and then did nothing after that. We're going to be taking on Seattle in our game next week. That's going to be a huge game inside of the division. Former MVP Vince Young, still their quarterback, and he had himself a pretty solid game this week. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, leaving a like is always appreciated. And until next time, this has been Jeffrey, reminding you to stay moist.